Good evening, everybody. We are on day 8 of Oh How He Loves Me, Reflections of God's Love for Me and for You, 31 Days of Reflections. Yes, this is Tina Hobson, and I am thrilled and humbled to be back again with you for this special day of reflections based on the book Oh How He Loves Me, Reflections of God's Love for Me and for You as you go through this journey with me from devastation and destruction to deliverance. Again, thank you for being here. I truly, truly, truly appreciate you. Believe me, I do. Let's go right into today's reflection, day 8. And as usual, we start with our daily Bible verse, which today is Philippians 4, verse 13. Philippians chapter 4, verse 13, which says, I can do all things through Christ, which strengthens me. Not, I may be able to do some things, not, I may be able to do a little bit, or I can do some things. No, this verse says, I can do all things through Christ, which strengthens me. And I find that so true today as I reflect back upon the times when I didn't think I could do anything right. I didn't think my life had a meaning. I didn't think it had purpose. I didn't think that God had a plan for me. I didn't think that I would be where I'm at today. Today I'm not materialistic. I don't have a lot of material things. But what I do have is a belief in the fact that God loves me and that in spite of me, He's done for me what I couldn't do for myself. That goes without a shadow of a doubt. He allows me to do everything that I do because He loves me. And He lets me know that I can do anything. As long as it's within His will, I can do anything that He has planned for me and that I set out to do. Never too late to be great. Author, from addict to author. Who would have thought it? From unemployable to having multiple streams of income. From not having a high school education to being a college graduate with a bachelor's degree, a license in social work, my own radio station. Who would have thought that I own several, well, I don't own, but I work with several multi-level marketing companies. Very prestigious, very, very fulfilling. Who would have thought that where I needed to go to somebody and ask for help, today people come to me and ask me for advice and for help? Who would have thought it? God thought it. God created it. God planned it. Why? Because He loves me. Because He loves me. I'm just so thrilled to know that I don't have to do anything by myself. I don't have to settle for. I don't have to compromise. I can remember the days when I wanted love so, so desperately that I accepted sex for love. I just wanted that human touch. I wanted that human intimacy. But guess what? I found out that I can't be intimate with anybody unless I have a personal relationship with the God that I know loves me unconditionally. Everything else that I did, the dope that I bought, it came at a cost. The alcohol that I drank, it came at a cost. When I would give my body, it came at a cost. There was always a trade. There had to be bartering. I sold my soul to get what I thought that I needed, not knowing that all I needed was to acknowledge the fact that I was already needed and loved by God. I asked so many days now, God, bring back to me that childhood faith, that childhood love, that yearning and just that desperation to want to please you. And God knows that I want that. And He gives me what I need to make my relationship with Him right. He puts me in the position when he wakes me up in the morning, whatever time it might be. Recently, he was waking me up at 4:44 in the morning, consecutively for about a week. 4:44 a.m. When I looked up the numbers 4:44, it was that he was telling me that he's got this. He has angels encamped around me. There's a hedge of protection around me. That I'm being watched, I'm being cared for, I'm being protected, I'm being loved, I'm being cradled, I'm being hugged. That's intimacy. When God can wake you up at a certain time, whatever time that might be, it just happens to be 4:44 a.m. for me, but whatever time it is, and he wants to talk to you. He wants you to talk to him. He wants you to just listen to what he's got to say for you concerning your life, concerning the plan that he has for you. He wants an intimate relationship with you. You've got to have that before any other relationship is ever going to be meaningful. Networking, your church relationship, your business relationships, whatever it might be. If God is not first, nothing else is going to last. Nothing else is going to be fulfilling. Nothing else is going to please you. You're going to continue to yearn and seek and try to find the things that make you happy. It's not from the outside. You got to start from the inside. It's an inside job. Always look from within, and then the outside will take care of itself. It doesn't matter what you look like. It's about what you feel like. It's not about what people say about you. It's about what you say about yourself. It's not about what people perceive of you. It's what you feel about yourself. How do you perceive yourself? Who do you see when you look in that mirror? Who do you see? There was years before I was afraid of a mirror. I could look in the mirror, turn around, and could not tell you what I looked like because I was afraid to find out who that girl in the mirror was looking back at me. Today, you can't keep me out of the mirror when I'm not working. I want to see me. I want to talk to me because there's God in me. When I talk to me, I'm talking to God. And so are you. So are you. Wow. Today, everything that I do, every breath that I take, every move that I make, it's about him. It's about him guiding me. One day I met a stranger. I started talking to her. I started listening to her. I started to like her a little bit. I kept talking to her. I kept listening to her. One day I realized I really loved that stranger. And guess who that stranger was? That stranger was me. I had to grow to love me. I'll never love me the way God loves me, but it gets better. It gets better day by day. So, my message to you today is for you to reflect upon Philippians 4:13. You can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. Again, this is Tina Hobson, author of Oh How He Loves Me, Reflections of God's Love for Me and for you. You have just listened into day 8 of 31 days of reflections. May God continue to bless you. I'll see you tomorrow with day 9. You can do it. You can do it. Because why? His promise is that you can do all things through him which strengthens you. He says, if I be lifted up, I'll draw all men unto me. Reflect upon that. Okay, good night, everybody. See you tomorrow. God loves you. Oh, how he loves you. Oh. Good night. Have a blessed evening.